The Sony Xperia E1 is the company's latest budget Android offering. It carries the torch from the original Xperia E and ups the ante with a larger screen, bigger battery, and a dual-core CPU. The Xperia E1 is built around a 4-inch LCD display of WVGA resolution, which is fairly decent for the entry-level class. The phone is powered by a Snapdragon 200 chipset with a 1.2 GHz dual-core CPU and just 512 MB of RAM. It runs Android 4.3 Jelly Bean with Sony yet to announce any update plans. The retail box of the Xperia E1 is quite standard. Inside, you'll find a micro USB cable, as well as a wall charger head, and a one-piece headset. The phone itself is made from hard plastic, and while its design takes cues from the Z1 Compact, it's a ways away from the same high-end vibe. Sony has given the Xperia E1 a cool dedicated Walkman button on the top right, which gives you direct access to the music player. Unfortunately, the E1 didn't get a dedicated camera shutter key. Further evidence that Sony aims the Xperia E1 at music fans is the extra loudspeaker at the back of the phone. Sony claims it's capable of 100 decibels output and has backed it up with its xLoud and Clear Audio Plus software technologies. The back cover is removable, and below it lies a 1750 mAh battery. Next to it is the micro SD card slot, which is quite handy as the phone only comes with 4 GB of storage. The back of the phone also holds the 3-megapixel camera, which records up to SVGA resolution. The Sony Xperia E1 runs the company's Xperia UI on top of Android 4.3 Jelly Bean. However, Sony's customizations are some of the most subtle after Motorola's, which is good news for people looking for the stock Android feel. The notification area features quick toggles and settings shortcuts. You can fit 5 per row, with the maximum being 2 rows and a total of 10 toggles. You can also reorder them as you wish. Sony has changed the app drawer a little. At first sight, it's the same as every other Android drawer, but a swipe from the left reveals sorting options and app shortcuts. From there, you can search for apps or access the Sony Select Store and Google Play. There are a bunch of customization options allowing you to transform the look of the user interface. You can change the home screen and lock screen wallpapers or apply a new theme altogether. The company has turned special attention to the battery performance of the Xperia E1. Going over to the power management settings menu gives you an estimated battery time in addition to options such as stamina and low battery modes. Lastly, the Walkman app lets you try Sony's Music Unlimited streaming service, as well as a cool view of all your music. You can sort artists, songs, playlists, and albums. We saved one of the Xperia E1's coolest features for last, and that's the ambient light LED below the display. It activates whenever you browse photos or listen to music and changes its color according to what's displayed on the screen.